And press conference from Budds Creek, and what a day it was. I'll tell you, first, congratulations for Jason Anderson, Eli Tomac, and Ken Roczen for rounding out the podium there. But Jason, let's start with you. Your second national outdoor premier class win, and boy, it was a wild one.
Yeah, you know, that first moto was pretty awesome for me, you know, just to get up there and Chase fell down, so it kind of, you know, eliminated him from that front battle, and to get second was really cool. So put me in a good spot to be able to fight for that overall in the second moto. In the second moto, I got up to past Dunge, and I got past Kenny, and I was out front and felt fumbled a little bit, and started not riding too good, and got passed back by Ken and Chase, and yeah, just fought to be able to get second. So 2-2, it was nice to get an overall, but it would have been nice to get a moto win, but I'll take it.
So when you got past, you were leading, and next thing you know, Kenny and Chase both went around you. Did you have a saw your bike, or what happened down there?
No, to be honest, I wasn't riding that good for like a lap or two right there, and then I went into the off camber, and I just missed the rut and went into some, you know, line that did not work at all. And that off camber, if you lose some speed, it's really tough to gain it going back up that hill, because it was pretty rough going up that little double. So messed up there, and with that front pack of 5, it was so close that if you made a mistake, you know, you'd get zapped right away. And the pace was pretty good for the top 5. Like, everyone was really close. So
it was actually pretty good for about the top 9. I think it was very, very exciting for the fans.
Yeah.
Eli, second place, first moto went exactly how you would have wanted it. Obviously, you came in 1 point behind in the championship, and you, after moto number 1, you were 10 points up, and everything looked really well and rode great. And then can you help round out your day, first moto and second moto?
First one, yeah, it was like everything was going my way. Was able to make a couple passes early on, you know, fairly quick there. Was able to just to get to the front right away, right? And then like motorcycle felt really good in Moto 1, and it was kind of just in a nice pace there. And then Moto 2 got a little bit shuffled on the start, farther back, and wasn't able to get to the front as early as I wanted to. And then I don't know, just got kind of stuck behind Dungy there, and it was frustrating towards the end of the race. There was, I don't know, I just had a harder time getting past guys in Moto 2. So I need to do a little bit of work and try to get it figured out. But yeah, I can't complain too much. You know, gaining points on the day.
And being the tire guy working for Dunlop there, your choice to run a paddle tire both motos, are you still happy with that choice?
Yeah, I was okay with it. It didn't affect me in Moto 2. I had other things I was fighting, at least what I thought I was fighting. So I like that thing for straight line drive, and it was just the tire I chose today.
Very good. Kenny, congratulations, back up on the podium where I know you want to be. Budds Creek's a good track for you. I think last year you went 1-2, I think, for second overall last year. Was that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, and another excellent day today. So good to see. Can you help summarize your day?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been up here, but we're stepping in the right direction. I overall just made some changes, and you know, podiums are hard to get nowadays, at least for me, you know, at this point, never mind winning. So I was just excited. You know, I had some good speed this morning, and I just, it seems like on a weekend basis, I just struggle with, you know, definitely with my bike a little bit, but at the same time, that's just something that's always going to be there. And I just try to fight through it, you know, and today my starts were decent, and this track was extremely technical. We had a lot of off cambers. I don't know why all of these tracks nowadays have such a hard base. Like, it's pretty crazy. So all these downhill off cambers, and it was just very tough to ride. But in the end, I was able to at least put up a fight, and I found myself on the podium. So I'm really excited to be back up here, and never take these podiums for granted. And yeah, so overall, my day was really good. I'm hoping to finish out the last 2 races out good too.
Very good. So, Jason, you are now pretty much staying in Albuquerque during the summer and training and practicing more on hard pack. It seemed to come to your help and advantage here. But do you think training and living at elevation is helping you also towards the end of the moto? Your conditioning seems very good.
Yeah, this summer I spent a good amount of 2.5 months there. But this last little stint, I'm going back to California to kind of finish it out. And, right now we have these 3 rounds left. We're riding, a couple days a week. So it's not much, but I honestly really needed to improve my bike a little bit, and I felt like we had more resources there after Washougal to try and accomplish that. So I kind of decided to go back to California just for the team resources. But I really love it, being at home and being able to ride at elevation. And it's a different vibe, that's for sure. But it's really enjoyable.
Well, Eli might invite you over to Cortez. You guys could do motos together, huh? So Eli, coming up, we've got the Ironman Championship track, and you've won 11 motos, I think, so far this year, and you're only 1 point ahead. So that's quite a battle. It's been years and years since we've ever had a championship this close, and I think this is one of the best seasons I've seen in decades. So going into this last round, Ironman, how do you like Ironman track, and where do you rate that in your 1 to 11 of the tracks that we race on for the Nationals?
I think it's okay. Yeah. I put it pretty high up on the list. I wouldn't say it's as high as like a Southwick or a Redbud or something, but it's close enough there. A lot of times it's the one race. It's like, are we going to get rain? It seems like every other time there we get rain. So it's either way. It's normally a little bit of a softer track, a little bit heavy dirt. It's actually kind of a combination of both, but it's all right, and looking forward to it.
Okay, how about yourself, Kenny? Ironman track is one of your. Where does it rank in your favorite scale? And also, we can talk a little bit more. I want to talk about Motocross of Nations, or is something that you're going to consider at all. So it's kind of a 2-part question.
I like Ironman. Yeah, for sure. It's just one of the better tracks throughout the year, I feel like, and it's a track that can get super gnarly too. And we got lots of ups and downs, and overall, just a super good layout.
And Jason, Ironman?
Ironman, it's kind of been a tougher one for me riding wise, but I've done good there, but I've also had some struggles there, so we'll see how it goes. I think I kind of like the older layout a little bit better, but the new one, it's pretty fun, big jumps. So.
And circling back to the Motocross of Nations, Eli, they announced the official team. I think you always knew you were going to be one of the 2 choices, but Justin Cooper, another Yamaha teammate, and how are you feeling, and are you looking forward to the Team USA's effort in Redbud?
Absolutely, and I think both classes are, I feel like the series is going fast, period. Like, we've got good pace, so I'm excited just to, go up against the MXGP guys and see where we go and where we sit. But I think it's going to be good.
And Kenny, if the German Federation offered you a position on the team, or asked you, I haven't heard.
Yeah, they always do, but I'm not doing it this year, no.
Okay, very good. So, very good. Do we have any other questions from our press?
Hey, Mitch Kendra from RacerX. Jason, we'll go with you. Obviously, the strong Supercross season. You're having one of your best outdoor seasons to date, and you're you're not in the championship fight. Is it tough for you to kind of remain positive? Even though you're having the best that you can, but you're not really in the championship fight. Like you said, it kind of sucks getting third over and over. But you're kind of taking that level, and you're ramping up every weekend. It seems like. How do you remain positive, I guess, and kind of think big picture? Looking towards next year and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm trying to look as big a picture as possible. I think, for the bike I'm on, we're going to be on the same platform next year. So I think if I could just keep putting my head down and keep trying to improve, that could put, our bike and stuff in the good situation for next year. And then for me, I still, I have some goals that I want to accomplish. I think obviously, being on the podium is always a goal, but I really would like to get closer to that 2 and 1 spot, And I think I've been able to, get closer and closer, but I think, with this battle between Chase and Eli, I think I think that's going to get jumbled up a little bit, and I could capitalize and try and get some good performances and get some good results, for the team, and have a couple more good races would be the cherry on top for my season so far.
And then you've been mentioning training at elevation. On a day like today, is that something that you notice a big difference in your fitness level compared to like maybe last year or the years previous?
Well, I didn't race outdoors the last couple of years. But yeah, I think just in general, no matter if I was in California or I was in New Mexico at elevation, I think my fitness would be, pretty good. And I've been working really hard trying to be as on it as possible. But I think just in general, obviously, living up there helps you out quite a bit.
And then kind of staying on the fitness level, Kenny, we'll go to you. Obviously, you qualified well and the motos were hot, but you still rode strong through the finish. Did you do anything different recovery-wise today, or you just kind of look stronger a little bit through the finish there? Is anything you've done differently, I guess, the last couple weeks or just today with recovery-wise?
No, I mean, the biggest difference is just that I started working with this nutritionist, and I just have some holes to fix for sure, and we just got on that, and based off of some tests and stuff that we did, so it just seems to like, this is something that just doesn't happen overnight, but it seems to be going in the right direction, so we just got to stay on it.
And then Eli, real quick, we'll go with you. Obviously, the points are so close between you and Chase. It's like historically one of the closest battles ever. I guess, does this kind of keep you hungry for next year? And just, is there any thought maybe you'll do some pro motocross races next year? Or I guess, is that going to change any of your thoughts heading into next year, anything like that?
Yeah, I've been at this point, I'm not even not thinking about that. We'll just think about it after Paula. Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, I think that we can conclude it with that, and I'm going to trip on Kenny's step there. But thank you guys for coming and answering all the questions, and congratulations on your great performance today, and we'll see you next week in Ironman.